Let's go. Let's kickstart this right now. I'm saying let's kickstart this right now. Settings, Thursday. Open panel. Ngiandika hapo open panel. Thursday open panel, Anyone can request to join. I think I should put that in the title. You know what I'm saying? Put that in the title. Anyone can request and join. Nisa. So, fellow Africans. I tango fellow Africans. Now, when it comes to raising children, and I'm not talking about this in terms of from a trauma point. No light. Let me add the light on this. Light. We need more light on the live. We need more light on the live. Oh my God. We need more. No. What is that? Light. Live. Kumbuke tunapatana Kikuyu Love Session on the 15th. On the 15th of February, pale Dhayo Farm, Tigoni, uko, ndio tutamit. Kikuyu Love Session. We are going to have fun. Na vitu kama hizo. Now, yesterday, Maramu means sister-in-law, Sister Charity, went to their school kwenye katoto kake kanasoma, a very good school, Montessori system na vitu kama hizo. Na when she went there, she was very shocked to find a 2-year-old kama ameboard. Okay? A 2-year-old kwa boarding school. So this is somewhere here in Dogoto. So a 2 years old na ameletwa boarding school. Let that sink in. 2 years old boarding school. Meaning mtoto anakujanga kufanywa visiting na mama yake. Visiting na akifunga shule. Let me say that again. There's a problem with your heads, Africans. A child who is 2 years old ako kwa boarding school. I repeat, a child who is not 3, not 4, 2 years old ako boarding school. Now, tell me, what was the need of the parent to have that child? Alikuwa anazaa wa nini? Unazaa mtoto wa nini afu unampeleka boarding school akiwa na 2 years old? So, when I say there are some people who are not supposed to have children, that's an example. So, hiyo inakuonyesha the only reason she had that baby was 1, peer pressure, ukagea mwanare, or 2, she had not planned for it. She had not planned for that. You get what I'm going with this? So, I would like you to share this live today, because nataka wamama wakuje hapa waongee. I like to have as many people, even people who are in the education sector, to come and let's have this conversation. Now, in the West, in the West, hawa wazungu mnashinda mkisema in the West, a child starts learning how to read from 8 years old. What do I mean? Kama mtoto hajafikisha miaka 8 afuzangwi kusoma, anaendanga what you call the Montessori kind of schooling, aka anaendanga anapewa building blocks, anapewa puzzles, anapewa marbles, anapewa those kind of things, anapewa acheze nazo. That is what they do to the children. They give them the marbles to play with them. They give them the building blocks, the Montessori kind of education. Mtoto hajafunzwa a, e, i, o. Mtoto hajafunzwa ba, be, bi, bo, bu. No, hajafunzwa kusoma until they get to 80 years old. Remember, these are the West. This is the people munatambua. This is the developed countries. So when I tell you that your education is all wrong, your education has been created. Ama imepangwa to forget about that. Shout out to the rains. Now, huyu mzazi anafaa kuripotiwa. Huyu mzazi anafaa kunyang'anywa mtoto. Mzazi anapeleka mtoto boarding school na miaka 2, anafaa nyang'anywe mtoto. Na huyu mzazi anafaa kuwa jela. Jela ifai kuwa ya wale watu wanaiba. Jela inafaa kuwa ya watu kama huyu warekebishe. Huyu mama anafaa ashikwe, aende atolewe ovaries, asizai tena, asituletee trauma. Kama tuna heal, hatutaki kuheal na trauma. Do you know the amount of trauma a 2-year-old who has been dumped into boarding atakuwa nayo for the rest of their life? One, huo ni mtu, they never learn nurturing. Huo ni mtu, they will never have a healthy relationship. Hata mfanyie nani. Huo sasa ni wale mnaitanga toxic. She will never have, kama ni a girl, a proper relationship. If he's a boy, he will never have a proper relationship. Huo ni mtu wako na abandonment issues. Huo ni mtu wako na wounds. Huo ni mtu ajui hugging. Huo ni mtu ajai hagiwa na mamake. Huo ni mtu ajui the natural. You see, that's natural. That being raised by a mother is natural to the child. Now that has been taken away. Dumped in boarding school at 2 years old. And then, mnaanza kusema watu ni deadbeat. So now you are calling them deadbeat. Akiwa mkubwa, akiwa kijana, mtasema he's a deadbeat father. Akiwa msichana, akikuwa mkubwa, mnasema ni malaya. Oh, she's sleeping with everyone. Of course she's going to sleep with everyone. She needs to be held. She needs cuddling. All her life she's going to miss to be cuddled. She's going to be miss that touch. So anyone who offers her a touch, she will fall into those arms willingly. She's going to melt into those arms. It doesn't matter whether the arms are the arms of an abuser. It doesn't matter whether the arms are the arms of a pedophile. She's going to melt into those hands, whether it's whoever it's going to be, because naturally she misses that. Shout out to the parents. But wakiambiwa, wanasema oh, anyway, that was not the topic of the day. So, it's a school that I know. The teacher is a very good friend of mine. And this is the other thing. You see, the teacher of that school, I think she's 40 now or 42, around there now. She just got divorced na hajaipata mtoto. So you can also understand the type of mentality. Teachers can teach children even when they are not married. But people who don't have children should not run schools. You can open a school, invest your money, but don't run that school when it comes to administrative structures of the children. If you have ujai kuwa na mtoto, andika mtoto akuje afanya. They are messing with my life. My life now happen so many things on my life right now as we are speaking. Sijui what is happening on my algorithm. Inaleta messages. Inaleta nini on one side, what do we call it? Inaleta messages on one side, in a flick. It's acting very weird. He's acting very weird, but I have a pre-teenager Jenga. He's not so easy to raise. It's crazy. Twajagia haria twabagira kiondo kiondo kiambagirwo haria o haria kianjagia kwambirwo niho hakoragwo na kiria na no, why what is this? What is this? What's happening to my life? Ni nini hizi sasa? Why is my screen going crazy? What is this now? Why is Instagram trying to override my...
I want you to watch me knock over this bottle, and it's going to break on the floor.
No. Wait. No, I'm not touching the screen. Nini sasa? Let me restart this live. Can you guys see? Amwezi ona. Kama ningekuwa na mira ningewekea sasa what is this? Invitation sent. I have not sent any invitation. I have not touching my screen. Mwenye ametumia invitation. Siona my hands. Ona. Mimi nimetuma bayana pia. Sasa iko kwa daily ranking. What is this? Daily ranking, Mureithi. We are back. Hata nimeshika simu. What is this? Iko sawa from your side, but from this other side iko na a lot of stuff. Kuna ni kama inajiguza screen, ina send invites, ina like, inaenda kwa comments, inajibrowse, na mimi siguzi simu. Now I think we are back. Let me see. Without touching it. Let me see. Ama ni screen inakufa. No, this Technophone sasa it's about to rain. Sasa I can't even tap the screen. Sasa ifanyi. Now it's not working. Ama I restart. Let me restart the live ama. So you can see, look through my sunglasses, what is happening. Si mnaona? You see that white thing on the nini? It's acting weird. Mnaona? You can see privacy agreements, you can see agree, disagree, you can see. Can you see? Start. So I've restarted, like we can resume. So imesema resume the live. It's like someone took over the account from TikTok or whatever remotely. Wakaanza kubrowse, wakaanza kutuma request. Wametuma request nini vitu kama hizo. Let me see now the settings. I think we are cool now, right? Give it a minute. Okay, so let's do this. So now, this is a child that is going to grow with a lot of trauma. Chanione kama kiweka hapa bado. Ita misbehave. Oh, nimejua ni nini. Haitaki kufinywa, haitaki kuwekwa kwa tripod. So, a child who's taken to boarding school at 2 years old, huyu mtoto atakuwa na a lot of trauma. You cannot escape trauma. If when your parents gave birth to you, they dumped you in a school at 2 years old, boarding school at 2 years old. Because no matter what happens, no one is going to give you that maternal, motherly love that you can only get from your mother. Even if she's not saying it, it's natural. AKA, home. Home to roost. Going back to the nest. Na vitu zingine kama hizo. By default, this is a child who, whether they like it or not, and this is not, I'm not just talking about the 2 years old mwenye amedampiwa kwa boarding school. Juu pia nyinyi wengine wenyu bado mlidampiwa. See, dumping doesn't just happen in school. Dumping happens in so many other instances. Now, what is going to happen to that child is that huyu mtoto atakuwa na childhood trauma. Childhood trauma. So, this live, specifically on a Thursday, before we jump into the Q&A, is I'm going to take this opportunity to remind you how to heal your inner child wewe. So these are the practices that can help you to heal your own inner child wewe. Your own inner child. Remember, you have your inner child and you also have your inner teen years, the years you should have been your teen. So heal or discover your inner child. Kila mtu akona ako katoto kako ndani yake. The other day it was raining hailstorms. And I had to go into the hailstorms and play with them. Na tukacheza sana, tukazichota na vikombe, tukiwa na nyambura, tukamwagiliana, tukaekana kwa nguo. You know, we had fun. You see, that's your inner child. That's what I'm talking about. You have to discover your inner child. That child that was prevented from playing. Yule mtoto anaambiwanga, wacha, funga hiyo mlango, ingia na huku. Na dua, thie jana, ukani udhaka na joroge. That inner child that was suppressed. You have to let that inner child come out. You have that inner teen that was not allowed to be a teenager. Because those are development developmental stages. Yeah? Wacha nikuje hapo. Those are developmental stages that you missed. AKA, you have to learn right now to reparent your own inner child. Hiyo hakuna mtu atakusaidia kureparent, hiyo ni wewe. Now, a way that you can heal your inner child, one way that you can heal your inner child, ebu enda utafute tu picha twa kitambo. Ukienda kwenyu huko kwenye upendwi, ama huko Gishagi, look for a very old picture of yourself. The youngest picture you can find of yourself. Have that picture. Whether you are 3 years old or you are 7 years old. In this case, I'm going to show you a practical example. You know, si unajua ni mwalimu. Mwalimu wanapenda practicals. Let's do a practical example. Let me show you what I mean. Practical example. You have to find that picture where you are 7 years old, 3 years old, or the youngest picture you can find of yourself. Hata kama in that picture you are 1 years old or 2 years old, you need to find that picture. Then once you find that picture, I want to tell you what you are going to do with that picture. Let me move this table here so that we can have breakfast together. And I say, what about breakfast at the Tiffany? She say, I don't think I can. So, once you find that picture, Let me bring my picture so that you get what I'm saying. Where's Sparkles? Sasa siwezi acha chakula hapa na juu utachukua chakula. Acha nikupea a piece. Give me a second. I have to give this cat some mandazi ndio nikiendea picha isikule chakula yote. Chukua Sparkles. Chukua mandazi. Enda ukule. And it's raining again. The rains are back. So, find a picture of yourself when you are really young. When you are really young. Like, the youngest picture you can find. Hata kama utapata picha yako when you are a toddler. Now, take that picture, uihang mahali. Mahali utakuwa unaiona all the time. Hata kama ni kwa gari. Look for some tape and tape that picture of yourself. A place utakuwa unaiona every day. Every day. Weka hiyo picha mahali. Every day utakuwa unaiona. In one way, shape or another utakuwa unaangalia hivi unaona picha yako. Every day you turn around, you'll be seeing your picture. You'll be like, wait a minute. That was me when I was a child. Let me find my favorite picture. Kwani iko wapi your favorite pictures? Oh, I'm gonna show you pictures now. This is me when I was a firefighter at G4S. And that's me, G4S, when I was a firefighter. But you're supposed to be taking your... Because I'm looking for a picture, afu nimeanza kuangalia hizi picha nimeanza. So this is Monjiro when she was young, eh? This is Monjiro when she was tiny. But before we get there, let's first of all talk about the topic. So, find a photo of yourself when you are very young. Especially from the age of between, let's say, between 2 years old to 80 years old, around there. Now, take that picture and tape it. Mahali utakuwa unaiona every day. Iweke kwa bedroom, iweke kwa dressing mirror. The people, the ladies who do like makeup, you have your own dressing mirror. Tape that picture there. That way, every time you see that baby picture, you'll be sending love to that picture. You'll be feeling a type of way on when you are a child. It is going to remind you that at one point you were a child. And that's one way of healing your inner child, because every time you turn utakuwa unajiona ukiwa katoto. Unaona venye unaona tutoto tungine unasema ati aki uishe. Wanashangaa kapicha katoto. Hebu nione katoto aki uishe. Sasa you'll be doing the same uishe to your own picture. That's one way to heal your inner child. Now, if you are left-handed or you are right-handed, you have to write yourself a healing letter. So, kaa tu chini, whatever your name is. My name is Jenga. Dear Jenga. But now you have to switch the hands that you are using. You have to write yourself a loving letter using the hand that is not dominant. So, kama ni mimi nitatumia my left hand because I'm right-handed. So, I'll take my left hand and I'm going to write my young child, my younger self. I'm going to write myself a freestyle letter to that inner child. Don't think about what you are going to write to that child. Don't even start thinking, what will I tell that child, that I love that child. No, you didn't love that child. You are the child who needed loving. So don't think of any. Just pick your pen and start writing with your left hand. Kama uko right-handed, left with your left hand. Kama you're left-handed, right with the non-dominant hand. That's your inner child. Write them a letter. Any letter, anything. Just start writing. Hey, I remember you. I can't even remember you, but I care about you. I hope you did okay. You know, So that's how you heal this inner child woundings that you have, all these internal traumas zenye hata ujuangi zimetoka wapi. Most of them zimetoka huko from the fact that you are dumped in school at a young age. Kama wanapeleka watoto shule wakiwa na 2 years old, or you are abandoned, or when your parents should have come for a sports day akukuja, or maybe one day ulienda shule. Shika Sparkles, chukua ingine. Sparkles the cat asa ako shy, chukua uende. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe at one point you needed your parents to intervene, or the parental figure, or the people who were guiding you, but they were never there. So that inner child needed that at that particular moment. So you do that. You write yourself a letter, but you're not addressing yourself, you're addressing your inner child in that letter. Okay? Now, let's see. Because I think 3 of them are enough to start with before you go into the complex, because there are people who have complex trauma. So I'm assuming for this life, wale watu wako hapa wana complex trauma, you have simple trauma. So these are solutions for simple trauma. Look for a picture of yourself when you are young. Ihang mali utakuwa unaiona kama ni dressing mirror. The youngest picture of yourself you can find. That's how you heal your inner child. That could be the reason you cannot even keep a relationship. That could be the reason you just want to abandon every relationship that you build, because that inner child was hurting. Grow up, realize your parent hata amekuambia with her own mouth, amekuambia mimi hata sikuwataka kukuzaa, I wanted to abort you. So you already know that you are not coming from a point of love. Even if you are given the love, you are not celebrated, you are tolerated. The parents just tolerated you because finally there was nothing they could do. So you are not celebrated. You are not that child who was celebrated. No, you are not celebrated. You are tolerated. Juu mimba yako hata iko imepangwa. Unaona? Mimba yako hata ilifanya mama yako asiolewe na Kimani wa duka, na alikuwa na pesa kuliko babako. Okay? Now, if you don't heal your inner child, that means you are not going to have emotional maturity. That means that a lot of the things you are supposed to outgrow, you are not going to outgrow. That means that you may find yourself reincarnated back here just because you didn't learn the school of life. And this is the beautiful thing about spirituality or waking up, because you are going to learn to deal with a lot of trauma, physical trauma, or brain, because you see, your brain is what creates the body. Okay? And then you have your spirit that is the observer. So it's like your spirit does these experiments with your brain, and your brain creates the organs which becomes the physicality, the physical, these 3D now. So you have to learn this 3D. You have to learn this life. This is a school of life. And you keep coming back here so that you can learn these lessons. And sometimes they repeat themselves. And the more you don't take care of them, the more they repeat themselves to even deeper. Like, for example, a parent taking their child to school at 2 years old, anamdampuko boarding school. Huyu ni mzazi anafaa angaliwe kichwa sana. Huyu ni mtu anafaa heal a lot. Because that is the parent who does not love their child. Uwezi niambie umepeleka mtoto wa 2 years boarding school juu unampenda. Uwezi hata ufanye nini. Hakuna kazi inaweza ku-excuse. There is no career that can excuse you. There is no position in life that can excuse you. None. It doesn't matter whether you are the president's wife or hakuna excuse. One. Find a picture of yourself when you are very young. Hang it somewhere utakuwa unaiona every day. Hata kama ni kwa bathroom. Your own picture. That's how you heal your inner child. Write yourself a letter. Use your non-dominant hand. Or find time every day, an hour. It doesn't matter what time. Early morning, when unamkanga asubuhi, kuna watu wa afternoon, kuna watu wa off grid, anytime, kuna watu wa usiku, but look for a time, 1 hour. 1 hour. And do something that makes you happy. It can be coloring a book. It can be drawing. It can be painting. Okay? Inner child, encourage your children to draw. Let them do things that make them happy. Now, what you do, you see, for example, those are Nyambura's paintings. The side ones. So aliangalia painting, she did those paintings. Now, what you do when you do your own paintings, wewe, because you are healing your own inner child, make it official. Look for one thing that you have done and you are very proud of that thing that you have done, because there's something utafanya uone, you'll be very proud of it. Now, frame that shit. Frame it, put it in your bedroom, or put it on your calendar, because that is your first inner child date that you had with yourself, and you're doing it now in a grown-up body. You get what I'm saying? So let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, sawa, nikuafikia kuna mtu ametuma comment, naona hakuna. So that's one way that you can heal your inner child. You see, I give you practices that you can do, that can work, that are not hard. For example, hapa kuna rangi. Ona. Hizi ni rangi za painting. See them? Those are painting brushes. Hizo ni rangi. Ziko hapo. I haven't painted in so long because not that I have to anyway, like paint like right now, but I haven't painted in so long. But remember, I had an A in art, in fine art. In high school, I had an A. I was very good with art. So whatever things you can do for fun, for yourself, those are the things you do to heal your inner child. It can be as easy as kujaza crossword. For example, I'll give you an example. My traumatized father has an addiction for filling crossword puzzles. Ananunuanga gazeti juu ya crossword. He has filled so many crossword puzzles, but nilikuwa najua that is the only thing he loves doing for fun instead of healing. So I went and I bought a crossword puzzle book, a big one. Unajua ukienda kwa Nairobi street na kutanga watu wanauzanga vitabu streets. So I went specifically looking for crossword puzzles books, nikam gift, because I know he loves crossword puzzles. Years down the line, he has not filled it. So I came to realize he doesn't like doing crosswords, because if he did, hiyo crossword puzzle nilimnunulia kitabu ndio angekuwa very excited na ijaze. No, he actually doesn't like doing it. For him, it's an escape. For him, it's a escaping a newspaper, pretend you are filling crossword puzzles so that you can ignore the family. Ndio usisumbuliwe, jifanye uko na tupazo, uko na majina ngumu uweze kujaa, ndio we ignore the family. And that is different. So find things that you love doing. Hakuna mtu amesema sasa ni mtu mzima ati ni utoto ufanyangi. No, hapana. Right now kuna nyesha. Drive with your car mahali upate mahali kuna cotton soil. Park gari kando na karatasi ya nylon, okota hiyo cotton soil. Mtu akuuliza ni ya nini? Unajua CBC maneno ni mengi, watoto wameambiwa watengeneze vitu na matope ndio natengeneza. But unajua ni yako. Go and create something with that cotton soil. Hakuna mtu atakuuliza. You guys start having relationships with people who are willing to heal with you, or who are willing to have the fun, and who are not pretending to be adults. Kama unapenda nyororoka, enda jifanye unapeleka mtoto huko Stedmark Garden, panda na mtoto huko nyororoka, juu mtoto your inner child hakupiga nyororoka. So let your child help you heal your inner child. Now if you don't have a baby, nimekupea vitu za kufanya. Find a picture of yourself when you are really young and hang it somewhere. You get what I'm saying? Na nimekuja hapo nikaanza kupata tu picture, so let me share pictures with you. This is me. Ile time nilikuwa nafanya firefighting, that is me, nimevaa kofia white. Of course unajua being a moon in Leo, I have to be different. Everybody else is in a yellow nini, of course I have to shine. Mine has to be white, you know na. Mine has to be white. Mimi hapo nimevaa white. Moon in Leo, shining everywhere. That's how you know you are different. Like when you go to your pictures, unaangalia kila kitu, you're like, why did I always stand out from the others? Because you are different. Because you are different. Because you are built different. You are not from around here. That's how you know. Naambianga watu naambianga watu nimefanya firefighting, they're like, what do you mean ati umefanya vitu mingi aje? Yeah, the story of my life. Story of my life. Na si mi peke yangu. Mimi even Charity Munjiro mwenye mnaonanga amefanya fighting, that's me. That's me. G4S firefighter. So I laugh today nikiona ati mnazima moto hapa TikTok mnakimbia kimbia. Sisi hizi course tulifanya ile time zilikuwa za maana. Wacha hizi zimekuja na county. This is before the county. G4S fire. Okay? Before the counties. When firefighting was firefighting. Munjiro is also different. This is Munjiro. Fire hair. You can see her. Her hair iko colored, ni ameshika water bottle. That's Munjiro. To the extreme left, that is her sister mwenye ako na nywele mingi. Yeah, that's Munjiro. Kuna fanya na the same course, firefighting. As a couple. Acha nione picha za our graduation. Si unajua firemen are very sexy. Shout out to my sexy ass. Sexy ass. So now that's me. That's me with the white cap. Sijui kama mnaona vizuri. That's me with the white cap. And that's Munjiro squatting there, you know, close to dad. Firefighter. I'm burning up. I'm burning up. My heart's on fire. I'm burning up. Wee. That song was done for me. Mimi nakujanga nasema, hi Munjiro. Did you call out? Did you say there was a fire that you needed to be put out? Ting 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 ting. Story of my life, eh? Let me show you another picture here. Let me show you another picture. That's sexy Munjiro. That's sexy Munjiro. Sexy Munjiro, firefighter. Sexy Munjiro. She's hanging onto the guardrails hapo wako kwa ladder, you know. She's almost hugging the fire engine. Najua. And here I am graduating from Uhuru Park. I'm about to get my certificates for firefighting. And that's how you know your family. Your family is the family that supports you. So even when I went to college, because after firefighting, bado nilienda for anatomy and personal training. That's me. Nimesimama imara. Nimesimama kidete. Look at me. Tall motherfucker. Gwaride la heshima iko huko nyuma. Hey. Jenga wa mudhaka hapo. Graduating. Firefighter. Pana leta mchezo bwana. Okay? And of course my family was there. This will be Munjiro's side of family. So hao ndio walikuja. The mother was there. The grandmother was there. Let me show you. Let me show you my mother-in-law. Let me show you my sexy mother-in-law. Anaitangwa Msafiri. She has run for office ya nini. They ndiye huyo ako hapo katikati. That's my mother-in-law. Amekuja kutusupport. Kwa Uhuru Park tunapewa certificates. You know? Let me see if there's another picture here. Oh, here I am again. Here I am again. Of course it's about me. Who else? So that's me again. Tuko na Munjiro. Mimi ndio niko hapo, tuko na Munjiro na sister ya Munjiro. Wait, who is sister Munjiro? Wait. I can't remember exactly who that is. That's me. That's Munjiro. Oh no. That's Munjiro. Let me see if there's another picture that I can show you. Those were the officers. So when you go to your pictures, when you're healing your inner child, when you go into your pictures, this is me again. Always different. Always standing out. Of course, you know, everywhere I go, I have to shine. Everything I touch turns to gold. Everywhere I go. Now, this looked like it's so many years ago, but I tell you why. That's me again there. With the white cap. Of course, Kofi yangu lazima ikuwe different. Kofi yangu lazima ikuwe different. My cap has to be different. Firefighting days, And now let me brag kidogo. When we were graduating, hakuna mtu mwingine angepanda hiyo ladder, because at this particular moment, the reason unaona you see me that big is because I was hitting the gym a lot. So hakuna mtu angebeba msichana juu ya ladder with the fire under the ladder for demo. So it was only me. So there I am with that Caucasian holding my hand, recognizing Jegawa Mudhaka as the most outstanding firefighter in Kenya. Then, still is. No one can beat me at the game. All I need is to get out there and we are good to go. Here I am receiving my certificate from the Caucasian again. Here I am receiving my certificate again. That's the minister. Sikumbuki yule alikuwa minister mgani alikuwa pale yule mama. What was the name of that minister? There I am receiving my certificate again. So hizi maneno za upuzi za county zikikuja kuanza county. If I wanted a job at the county, ningeenda tu na my certificate na hizi picha zote. Ningeenda kama nimepewa nini ya fire. Hata kama si Nairobi, Nairobi tu ndio ilikuwa na fire, ningepewa kama ni Kiambu or any other county for that matter. I would be heading any fire station in Kenya right now in any county as the top guy huko. But mimi si mtu wa kuandikwa, okay? I'm in this world, but I'm not of this world. So I'll do things of this world to go through them, but imani saizi ningekuwa tu kwa station ningojea ati nisikie moto mahali, watu wangu watoke wakimbie wakazime moto. You know how naughty I would be getting, because ningekuwa naboeka naenda nawasha moto mahali, alafu napiga simu station na kasimu kengine. Naenda kwa choo napiga simu station, kuna mahali kumechomeka na mimi ndio nimewasha, ndio tutoke tukazime. Healing my inner child. Hiyo imekataa, picha imekwama, imekaa sana bila kutoka. This was my first car. Let me show you. Acha nionyeshe kapicha ka Monjiro. Let me show you kapicha ka Monjiro. Let me show one of her pictures so that you can have fun, That is Monjiro akiwa kwao. That is Monjiro akiwa kwao. So I was looking for that picture that I wanted to show you, that I keep close to me when I was very young. I think it's on another album. Haiko hapa. It's on another album. Haiko hapa. So your picture albums are very important also. So find one picture of yourself when you are very young. Hang it somewhere kwenye utakuwa unaiona all the time. Hizi nitapanga baadaye. Kwenye utakuwa unaiona all the time. Write yourself a letter with your non-dominant hand and do something that you love to heal that inner child. Ni sawa? That is going to help you heal that inner child. Picha tu wa Monjiro. Unatia meposi yake yote. Monjiro started fashion a long time ago. Si ati saizi ndio amekuwa hivyo. She has always been like this. Okay? She has always been like that. I guess that is the only even reason she caught my eye. Because unajua being a Moon in Neo, being a king myself, she had to catch my eye. I had to be like, that's like a peacock to me. So that's her. Let me see kama kuna picha ingine. She has always been like that. Namona, ati ni model, catwalking. Yeah? Catwalking. We have gone places in Monjiru, hapa tulikuwa Samburu. See how tiny I was. That's me and her in Samburu. Tumeenda kuangalia mama wa Samburu fashion. Been there, done that. Let me look for another picture. Yeah, now that's them. That's Monjiro. On the left, that's my mother-in-law in the center na sister yake. They are only two girls. Umewaona? Yeah. Of course, the king himself, Jegawa Mudaka. Long time ago, this one. Ole Polos. These Ole Polos. This is even before Nyambura was born. This is like 10 years ago. Having a beer Ole Polos huko kitambo. With the Maasais. The Maasais walikuwa wananiangalia kama tourist. Wanashindwa, who is this guy? Is he a tourist? Nikiongea kwa Kiswahili wanashindwa, ala? Kwani ni mmoja wetu? Charity them days. You see her? Now this is when I met her now. You see that tiny lady? That's when I met Charity now. They used to be best friends when you unaona hapo. Now that's now the girl that I used to see back then. Huyu akona tubia to white. That's the girl that I used to see back then. That's her. In the center. Always dressed. Always dressed to kill. Now, this is another interesting picture. That's my mother-in-law, hapo. Sister-in-law. That's Charity, and that's my son. That's my son right there. Namona, hapo katikati. This is Charity. When she started traveling a long time ago. You know, my black Eskimo. Where was this? I think this was in our house already. No, that's not in our house. So Kiona Charity tunasema, oh my God, I like your style. No, she has always been like that. She has always been a model. Hajaanza leo. Always been. Since I met her. Akiwa na macho meupe inakaa gololi. Macho kama gololi. If you can remember the show called Sugar, Charity was in that show called Sugar. Kama unaweza kumbuka, that's her. Sugar. Wakiwa na kina Antonio Sol, eh? See? Nilikuwa nimeenda kutafuta ina changa. Sasa imekuwa tunaangalia album ya kuna picha zake. That's her. Memories. Look at this. Amevaa wig. Ati amepose. Ati amepose. Shout out to Ritho TV. Ayo boy. Ritho TV. That's Monjiro. Sugar. So when you see her in fashion winning accessories events of the year, it's been ongoing. Si kitu ameamka tu one day amewin accessory designer of the year. No, she has always been in the fashion industry in one way, shape or another. With me in the picture, look at her flashy bag. Wale alikuwa anajua, nilikuwa namwambia mimi, msichana hana handbag, unakuja date kufanya nini bila handbag? You know what I'm saying? Let me see if there's another really funny picture of how we can look at. That is the smile that captured me. Mimi nilikuwa na smile. So I was talking about a picture like this. Now this is a picture of Charity with her dad. at Uhuru Park. Sasa picha kama hii ndio mtu hang. You hang a picture like this, please utakuwa unaiona, because this reminds you of your childhood when you are a child. Okay, so look for a picture where you can be kama hizo. Acha nionyeshe ka picha kingine hapa. Charity amepost yake yote. Amepost yake yote. Yeah, no, I look like a bouncer. Here I was hitting the gym like a nonsense. Kunaenda mahali watu wanafikia mimi ni bouncer. Here I had gone to my grandmother's funeral. Kwa nakaa ni kama ni me security with my sunglasses. Watu wanashinda ule ni nani? Nasikia watu wa family moke mahoro bisa, wanaona nikienda hapo mbele anasema haya, alikuwa mtu wa family. Haya, ni wa family. Of course ni wa family. The first picture that I ever got from Charity that she sent me was this one. This is the first picture she sent me. Unaona venye mnatumiananga to pictures WhatsApp na to nudes. This is what she sent me as a picture. Hii ndio alinitumianga. Sasa juu hiyo simu wako kuanga na smartphone. This is the picture she sent me. Sasa hii picture ndio nilikuanga na cherish. Nilikuwa naiangalia hivi nasema we. Hiki kidemu ni kiangu. This one. She used to have no hair. Kuanga amenyolewa, no hair. Ati ni model. Munjiro in her days. So when you see her dressed every day, she dresses even when she's at home. Tapiga pasi, address na muuliza kuna mahali unaenda, she's like no, I'm not going anywhere. No, the picture doesn't have to have a memory. The picture just has to be when you are a child. Now I'm just showing you pictures, but look for a picture when it doesn't have to have a memory. It just means it has to be a picture when you were a child. Now this is when we started living with Munjiro. Okay, this is when we started living now together. I think here we had been living together for 1 year. Right there. This particular moment, all of us were going through shit. All of us were going, so this is me and her. We went somewhere, got a big fish, brought it back home. This is me and Mariga, your footballer. Namwitanga Mariga ama mnamwitanga nani? This is me and Mariga. Back in the days, hanging around, hanging together. Me and Munjiro. Fashion event, miaka mingi. So it has always been, something. There we are. Me and Munjiro. The man himself. I think you've seen enough of our pictures now. You can't get enough of her, Najua. I know you can't get enough of our pictures, so I have to stop now. Otherwise, tutaziangalia out. Charity has always been someone who loved children. This is Charity. Wote ni neighbor kids. Walikuwa wanakuja kututembelea. Before Charity even had her own children. Wote. Her kids. I call them her kids kwa sababu she was the mother. She has always been the mother. Nurturing. It's like sugar and spice. Kwa tunaenda Dunda, Mataskare, Manyama. That's me, very small there. Mataskare with friends. So anyway, so that's how you heal your inner child. Look for a picture of yourself when you were very young. And hang it. hang it somewhere kwenye utakuanga unaiona. It's very important. Because every time utaiona utakuwa unakumbuka your inner child. And you'll be helping your inner child to heal. Sawa? Yeah, so that's it for Leo. Leo, Jupiter expansion, it was short and sweet. Yeah, shout out to Down Memory Lane. Shout out to Kariha, Gadoni, and everybody else in the space. So do have a beautiful Thursday. We'll catch up later today at 2 p.m. We are going to have another live. When the moon is in, the sun is in Leo. I was doing some deep work today, learning stillness, realizing my addiction to motion creation. Shout out to Rogi for doing the beautiful work. Yeah, sitting still is not easy. Sitting still is not easy. So I have to enjoy my breakfast now, but we are going to catch up later today. Saizi ni Gemini hour. I'll come Leo time. We're going to catch up during Leo time today. For some real out of this world information. You tutafanya hiyo masaa. Ni sawa? From deep within, not something from external. Do have a beautiful day. Ciao, ciao.